Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Burrito, when the person who's typically first is 15 feet away from me. Nothing wrong with being second, buddy. Good hustle. Good hustle. Way to get in here and get your spot before they all get taken. Welcome to Variety Stream number 18. We are one Variety Stream away from covering our 100th game in this Friday series. So that's pretty awesome. That's exciting. We had a couple, it's a weird number. You would think we did 5 every week. We didn't. We had a couple weeks where we did 6. We actually had a little stretch where we were doing 7 games a week. That was too much. That was too much. So that's why the numbers are weird. But next week will be our 100th video game played during the variety stream. That's pretty exciting. That's cool. I've loved this series. I'm going to continue to do it. I'm having a great time with it. I'm looking forward to today. Today's going to be fun. But before we get into the games for today, friendly reminder for you guys that might not have been around, we have Silent Hill F continuing on Monday. And I think that'll be the last day, actually. I think we're going to be wrapping it up on Monday. The way it's set up with some of the new Game Plus stuff, I'm intrigued. I'm considering playing through it again, but I really don't like being forced to do that. So we'll see. And then we started a game yesterday, which we'll be picking up on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, called Dreamed Away. That was a very charming introduction to the game. I had a good time with it. I thought it was super cool. You guys showed out for it too, coming out. I appreciate it. And then little housekeeping before we get started. Just a reminder, we have our vote live currently for next week's variety stream. That's live for like another 8 hours or so. But I can give you an update right now. We have 15 total votes. And I'll say this. It's looking good for Heaven versus Hell. It's not looking good for Blank Sword. You guys can fill in the gaps. But if you guys want to contribute to that, you can contribute to that on YouTube, where there is an image poll up. You can contribute to that on Twitter, where there is a poll up. Blue Sky, where there is a poll up. And on our Discord. If you have no idea where any of those things are, head right over there. That link.bio will take you to all of the places you can find me. Okay. As you can see behind me, we have a list of and then we'll go there we go. Those are the games we have on tap for today. So without further ado, let's dive in to Faint Echo. I'm speaking Latin to you. Ixnay on the Hombre? Offspring fans? Anybody? They're an old band. You wouldn't know. All right. I'm on a field trip, so I'm just here for my streak. What do you do? Where are you field tripping? You chaperoning? That's not fun. I've chaperoned once, and I'm like, these kids need parents. Okay. Get this up and running. I should have left the music running that whole time. That's what I gotta start. I gotta, want to just listen to me. Keep the music going. That's right. We gotta kick it now. Echo. That. Switch over to live. Let's grab game capture. That is not in English. So you guys got that? That's probably a warning. So heads up for all of that's gonna happen. Just, prepare your butts. Prepare your butts. Which one's options? In. I mean, oh yeah, there we go. We got it. Okay, cool. I wonder... Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Options. Let's take a look. By the way, before we do this, actually, let's do this first. We're good. Do our intro. Russian? I think that was Russian. Yeah. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to episode 94 of our variety stream series. This is a game called Faint Echo, developed by Agard Games, and also published by Agard Games. This game is not out yet. This is a demo available on Steam. It has a release date of coming soon. So, getting out ahead of things with this one. Now that said, because this is a demo, and specifically because it's a demo for a game that is not released yet, let's just prepare ourselves for maybe some bugs, maybe some issues. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, just, you know, plan accordingly. I also want to give you guys a heads up, okay? This game does have a disclaimer on it saying that it does use AI-generated content. Specifically, the devs stated that they used Sora AI to generate art, which was then edited in Photoshop. The music, the text, the scenario, the stuff outside of that, everything else is human-generated. But they put the disclaimer there. I think the disclaimer should carry along. So just so you guys know, however you feel about AI-generated art and assets and things like that, it does seem like it's been manipulated after the fact, but worth disclosing. But this is a visual novel point-and-click horror game, and it looks to be the first game made by this studio. I don't have a lot of information since they're a brand new studio, and this game's not even out yet, so I think we're just going to dive right in. Display mode. Oh, I was like, display mode skip? I don't know. We should keep that. That's fine. How's our volume? Music. Let's turn the music down just a bit. Sound and ambiance and voice. That's probably fine. Okay. Let's get started, huh? Unhappy is he to whom the memories of childhood bring only fear and sadness. Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Oh! HP is Howard Phillips? I didn't know that. The weather hasn't been great lately. It's never been this cold in our area. Just click. We do just click. I am Howard Phillips. Oh, I should probably say hi to everybody. Hi, Timmy. Hi, Drunk Burrito. Hi, Kate. Hi, Alpha. Hope everybody's having an awesome Friday. Good start to the weekend. Not end of the week. Start to the weekend. This summer was unbearably hot. The kind of heat that makes you want to tear your skin off. Pretty hot. And now it's the opposite. All I want to do is bury myself under a warm blanket. Thinking about the hot tea and cozy bed waiting for me at home, I smiled. I live in Lviv, Ukraine. I live in the Ukraine. I moved to this neighborhood not long ago. Managed to rent a 2-room apartment for a pretty decent price. Of course, there were some downsides. The area is quiet, sure, but it takes about 15 minutes to walk to the nearest kiosk, and the apartment itself has definitely seen better days, straight out of Soviet times. What's up, Doodlin? Welcome in. They did release Power Wash Simulator 2, yes. And it's a bad day for Jack to not have games. He may have lied about brushing his teeth last night, and we busted him, so. But at least there's running water and electricity, and that already counts as a win. There aren't many people around, which is a plus for me, not very social. Don't say poor Jack. He lied to us. Feel bad for him. He earned this. I moved here out of necessity. I'm originally from a small town, but I recently landed a good job in this city, so I had to relocate quickly. Oh, tell you what, I've been chattering a little bit. 45 minutes starts now. I didn't have much money with me, so I chose this place as a temporary solution. My name is Dennis Mikhailov. I'm 24 years old. I'm into the usual stuff: video games, anime, TV series. I've recently gotten into board games too, but there's a catch. You need people for those, and I don't know many folks around here yet. Oh, okay, got it. Still, loneliness doesn't really bother me. Right now, the most important thing is that everything at work goes well. Rest will follow. There it is, Fortress. Small house tucked away on the edge of nowhere, with nothing but a long road lined with tall trees. That is not a small house. That is a good-sized apartment. But like I said, it suits me just fine. Strange, it's already night, and yet it suddenly got a lot brighter near the house. Could I really have wandered around so long that morning is already here? Then again, who cares? I'm so exhausted I don't even want to think about it. It is on Game Pass, yes. I punched in the intercom code and stepped inside. Home, sweet home. Damn, is the lamp flickering again? Let there be light, I said with a smile. The atmosphere in the stairwell is pretty gloomy. The lamp flickers like I've walked into a horror movie. Some terrifying face is about to jump out from around the corner. Oh, 1 second. Here we go. Is this a Ukrainian dev? I don't know, actually. I had a hard time finding details about it's Agard Studios, Agard. I want to say they might be, since they're basing the game in the Ukraine, but I don't know for certain. The atmosphere in this, I don't know if I read this. The atmosphere in the stairwell is pretty gloomy. The lamp flickers like I've walked into a horror movie, and some terrifying face is about to jump out from around the corner. What's strange is that I've never seen any of my neighbors. The building is eerily quiet, which is nice in a way, but also a bit unsettling. Sometimes that silence even scared me. Now that I think about it, I really haven't met a single resident. And again, maybe it's better not to overthink things like that. Started walking up to my floor. I inserted the key into the lock and turned it. Finally, home. Inside, the interior was nothing out of the ordinary. An old couch that let out a sound like a deflating balloon when you sat on it, and a TV I hadn't turned on in so long I couldn't even remember the last time I watched it. Maybe the last time was on New Year's Eve with my parents. We turned it on just for background noise. Now there's nothing on but endless political propaganda and brainless shows that make your mind rot. Not that I, a guy who scrolls through Insta for hours, should be the one to talk about brain rot. After throwing off my clothes, the first thing I did was head to the kitchen to put the kettle on. 15 minutes later, I was already enjoying a cup of freshly brewed tea. Exactly what I needed after a rough day. I raised the cup to take another sip. That's not the sound of drinking coffee. I was just going to say, this is a visual novel. Huh? Did I just hear something? Definitely did. A weekday. Once the tea was gone, I headed to my bedroom. The cozy double bed was calling to me, and I just smirked. Who was I to resist such a mistress? I was so tired that the moment I flopped onto the bed, my eyes began to close on their own. Who is this? I reluctantly got out of bed. 4 in the morning. Who the hell shows up at this hour? A look of annoyance crept onto my face. Still half asleep, I shuffled toward the door. This better be important. Otherwise, what the hell are they waking me up for? Oh, for God's sake, I'm coming. There she is. She was in like the key art, and she is a creepy looking lady. Who is this woman? Who are you? What do you want? Excuse me. Do you happen to have any salt? Salt? At 4 in the morning? What? Who even is she? I've never seen her around here before. If this happened to me, by the way, if somebody knocked on my door at 4 in the morning and asked for salt, like it was like the most normal thing in the world, I can't tell you how irrationally angry I would be. You're okay to be angry. I would be irrational. I don't know what I would do. I shouldn't open the door. I would be so mad. What an image to open up to. Furious. Hi, how are you? It's good luck. It's a good look. And to be honest, she looked pretty damn creepy. Hell yeah, she does. Do you even know what time it is? I asked, my voice sharp. I'm so sorry, but I need to make breakfast for my daughter. She has to be at school soon. School starts too early. Could you spare a little salt? Making me salty. To be a single dev, no info outside of that. Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know how far along they are in production either. I don't. It just says coming soon for the date. This is their first game. Yeah. But we'll get eyes on it. That's what we're doing. That unsettling smile never left her face. It looked almost frozen in place. What the hell was I supposed to say to that? Well, she's here. We're up. Let's give her salt. Just a second. I replied and headed to the kitchen. Hopefully she'll be gone soon. Grabbing a pack of salt, I lazily made my way back to the door. But as soon as I opened it, I froze. The hallway was completely empty. Now I'm mad. Where did she go? Jesus. Definitely crazy. I muttered to myself and closed the apartment door. Oh. Holy shit! My heart went into overdrive. What was that? My vision darkened. The shock was so strong, I blacked out for a split second. For a moment, I truly thought I was gonna die. Eventually, my sight cleared. My heart slowed and my breathing returned to normal. And then I peed my pants. But then a sharp pain struck my head, like I'd been hit by a ball. What the hell was that? I realize it's difficult to interject jokes sometimes in a visual novel because it's hard to tell if you're listening whether or not that's part of the writing or not. Sorry, he did not pee his pants. The question resurfaced in my mind. I think it was a woman's face. It came out of nowhere like a cheap horror movie jump scare or video game. But where is it now? Could I really be hallucinating from sleep deprivation? Here I am, standing alone, no one around, just my usual apartment. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my hand. God, I've been having nightmares lately, but those made sense. Moving to a new city, a sudden change of environment. Just stress, that's all it is, right? Needs a rewrite. If he isn't peeing his pants, is he truly scared? Exactly, yeah. My left eye twitched involuntarily. Maybe I should just take something to calm down and go back to bed. Tomorrow's my day off, so there's no need to rush anywhere. That was my reasoning. I quickly took a pill and headed back to the bedroom. As soon as I flopped onto the bed, I closed my eyes and drifted off almost instantly. Let's hope no one disturbs me this time. What's he taking? I don't know. I'd be chasing it with, well, not vodka, because that's... I'd be chasing it with a beer. It's a strange place. What am I even doing here? Though, maybe that's a foolish question. My leg just keeps carrying me forward. Some kind of ancient ruins? They must be several hundred years old. Judging by the ornaments and architectural... I do know that word. architectural details. I could swear I've never seen anything like this back in Ukraine. More than that, I'm sure nothing like this exists anywhere in the post-Soviet countries either. And yet I moved on. Question, what am I doing here? Faded away, it felt pointless. I just kept walking, a mere observer. I couldn't control my own body. It was as if someone else was pulling the strings, forcing me to watch and try to make sense of whatever this was. When did it get dark? Had I really been walking for that long? This place was starting to make me feel deeply uneasy. Where was I even going? Did any of this have meaning? Maybe I'm asking too many questions. Well, that's not normal. After what felt like an eternity, my legs brought me to a statue of a seated creature. The thing was terrifying at first glance. Its glowing eyes seemed to be staring straight at me. Keep going, a voice echoed in my head. I didn't resist. After a while, my pointless wandering came to an end. But what happened next did nothing to bring clarity. A group of figures, cultists maybe, stood around a bonfire, dressed in strange robes, conducting what looked like a ritual. Okay, I gotta give my eyes a break. That's kind of tough to look at. Hi, Freckles. Good morning. Fascinating, sure, but what does any of this have to do with me? Soon they began to chant. I couldn't understand the words. I couldn't even grasp what the song was about. To call it unsettling would be an understatement. The statue's eyes glowed like fireflies. What kind of monster were they worshipping? With every second, being here became harder. The chanting grew louder and louder. Their song drilled into my brain, causing real physical pain. My ears began to bleed. Boy, that's rough. I need that waviness to go away. I wanted only one thing for it all to end. For the statue's eyes to stop glowing, to stop driving me insane. Help me. Please make it stop. Thank you. Yes, please. Was it an instance in Latro? You have a friend open the door at midnight because someone was banging against it and he got punched in the face by a dude. Dude got the wrong door, punched the wrong person. Whoops. I guess the only lucky person in that was the intended punchy. Huh? Man, the dreams I've been having lately. At this rate, I'll end up in a mental hospital. Goodbye, career. I imagined orderlies tying me up with those meme-like expressions. I let out an involuntary laugh. The clock showed around 1. That was a decent nap. There was a missed message from Mom on my phone. She was worried I hadn't called. I grimaced. Come on, not 10 years old anymore. Then again, she's my mom. Of course she's worried. I should call her back. The events of this morning came flooding back. That woman at the door, and then that face. Did I imagine it? Could a hallucination really be that vivid, with such terrifying sound? It all happened so fast. My vision went dark, and then everything snapped back to normal. Lately, I've been under a lot of stress, but is that really the cause? Then what? A ghost in the apartment? That's insane. I don't even know what to think anymore. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. All right, time to get myself together. Now, where did I put my toothbrush? Oh, now we get to examine some stuff. What is this? Freckles, this is called Faint Echo, and it is a game that is not released yet. It is a demo available on Steam, and it is the first game of our variety stream today. It is a visual novel, and I can say, so far, it is kind of creepy. So, examine every room you're in carefully. Explore even the places that seem unimportant. Continue the game, click the left mouse button, or press the spacebar. Good luck. Okay. There you are. After digging through the backpack, I finally found my toothbrush and toothpaste. Now I can make this face of mine look presentable. Or I could explore my room a bit more. Looking around. How do you pick the variety stream games? Like, how did you even find this game? So, I have a list that has currently 14,424 games on it. These are added. It's added to daily from a couple of sources that I use, and it kind of expands all the time. So I randomize that list, and I grab the items that float to the top. That's how I choose the 5 games, the 4 games, and then the first 4 are locked in, and then the additional 4 are the ones that you guys vote on. Which, by the way, if you haven't voted, go vote on this week's variety or next week's community choice. It is a lot of reading. It is a visual novel, so yes, reading is a thing. Let's look around more. Okay, at least I mean it highlights pretty obvious stuff. Must be a pain to maintain. It's not too bad. I do it daily. So the resources I use is a website called releases.com. Lets me know all of the new stuff that comes out that day. I have the Steam demo page bookmarked, and I update that with all the new demos that drop every day. That sucks on Next Fest days. I'll say that. That takes a lot of time. But then I also use like old sources and stuff to fill in the gaps from before I was tracking things. Like, because I do like retro stuff as well. Although I'm going to be doing less of that, admittedly, going forward. But yeah, it's just a list that keeps growing, and it just I love having that. I want it to be as random as possible. Pull out some of the most obscure things we've ever seen, but I also want that potential to be like, hey, we're revisiting something super popular, super important. Like that's I love experiencing both sides of it. Here's all my junk: phone charger, power bank, and so on. Sadly, no money in here. What a shame. Um, but starting now. I am going to be sorry, non-subs. You guys do have an ad starting in just a second here. But starting now, I am going to be a little bit more picky with my games. Not incredibly so, but I think some of the really old stuff I'm going to for the first time for next week's stream. I did skip a game. I decided I didn't want to feature it. It was it's a what did I skip? It is. I'll just give you an example of why I would skip a game. Well, I've skipped games because they're no longer accessible, or they're Japanese only, or they're not allowed to. There's just no real good way to play it. But I skipped Outrun 2019, which is a 1992 Sega racing game that I just thought about it. I'm like, 45 minutes of this doesn't sound super great. I mean, so it's like, could I still do it? Yeah. Should I? Probably not. You can rewind a live stream? Yeah. I think that's a new thing that they rolled out on Twitch. I don't know how it works, but I think they just rolled that out recently. Soft pillows that are just calling me to sleep, and underneath them are my headphones. Also, hi Savati. Can you fast forward a live stream? You could try. Yeah. I don't know if it'll work as well. You can skip my games. I give you permission. Okay, well, I don't know if they're on the list, but if you want me to add them to the list, I'll get them on there. Listening to music is the last thing I want right now. My favorite Canadian singer is The Weekday. The guy used to be homeless and climbed his way to the stage from rock bottom. Truly an inspiring story. Is that a play on The Weekend? I don't know. I bought this poster just recently and decided to bring it with me to my new place. Okay, so we can continue to search that stuff. I think that's all we've got here. I look kind of rough today. I look like some guy about to search for his wife in a gloomy, fog-covered town full of monsters. That's kind of funny because we're playing Silent Hill. Granted, not that one, but... you're quite the manly old man, yeah? You fast forward so far that I'm elderly now? Elderlier? And in the end, it turned out he was the one who killed her. Wow, spoilers. Sorry, everybody. He is. Okay, enough of the nonsense. Looks like there's no hot water today. But hey, what did I expect from an apartment this cheap? Should be thankful there's running water at all. Alright, this is just temporary. I'll save up a bit and get something better. Damn, something got in my eye. Gotta check it out. Really does look rough today. God, who's there? I turned around and saw no one. What the hell is going on? This time, I'm sure I didn't imagine it. What is that? My hands were trembling and sweat began to trickle down my temples. God, what's happening in this apartment? I turned off the faucet. I had clearly seen something that shouldn't exist in this world. Oh, we getting creepy with the music. Ooh. Was it nice? How much did it cost me, Silvati? Find that out? I rubbed my eyes several times. Who was that woman? Why is she here? Those questions raced through my mind, but what scared me more was that I had no idea what to do. My brain must have decided to shut down. Next second, my eyelids felt heavy. This was definitely not a dream. It is impossible. That face, that corpse-like skin, this is insane. I don't want to stay here. I seriously need to find a new place to live. I jumped up and rushed out of the room. Good. When I left the bathroom, I nearly collapsed from shock. A girl was floating in the air in the room. Hey, who the hell are you? How did you get into my apartment? Why are you floating? The girl sighed sadly, then said, Actually, this is my home. I used to live here. I closed my eyes again, hoping I was still dreaming. But even after slapping myself a few times, I realized I really wasn't asleep. What do you mean you're home? Who are you? Where are your parents? She sighed deeply, like I had brought up something painful. I'm Anya. My dad left, and Mom? Mom's somewhere nearby. You've seen her already. She's really mad, you know. Some guy barged into our apartment. Seen her? Wait, is she talking about that thing? Oh God, what's wrong with this girl? I don't get any of this. There's a good smile. You're so dumb if you don't get it. I was still in a state of complete confusion. Okay, I won't fry your brain. You won't get it right away anyway. I'm a ghost. What? A ghost? A normal one. And my mom, too, by the way. Didn't it bother you that I'm kinda legless? But I'm not mean, really, unlike Mom. Sometimes I'm scared of her, too. She's angry at people, especially those living in our apartment, because it's still our home. There were others before you. Mom, well, you know, did them in. Girl stuck out her tongue and mimicked someone being hanged. It might have looked funny from the outside, but I got chills down my spine. Congratulations, Bird. And okay, we'll see you in a bit. Wait, how is this even possible? What happened to you? Anya's face turned sad again. I don't want to talk about it. It was really scary. Not talk about that. Just know, Mom won't leave you alone. She'll slowly drive you mad. She kinda enjoys it. Though, not exactly. Complicated. Anyway, try to figure out how to get her to let you live, okay? Okay. Screw this, I'm packing up and getting out of here right now. Same old story. Everyone says that. Tired of it. Look, if Mom gets attached to you, that's it. You can move to the other side of the world. She'll still find you. Mom's really powerful. Scary. If you leave, she'll get furious. Furious? Fun man? And then she'll definitely kill you fast. So for now, you've got at least a chance, even if it's a small one. But how? How do I survive? Anya spread her arms. I don't know. Maybe the neighbors have something useful. Ask around. As far as I know, Mom gives 4 days before, you know. Treat it like a game, okay? I gotta go. I'll drop by tomorrow. Hope you're still alive. Nice. Hey, wait. The girl vanished into thin air like she dissolved. The girl vanished instantly, like she dissolved into thin air. This all sounded like total lunacy. What now? A psycho mom ghost is going to stalk me and try to drive me insane? Seriously? This is no joke anymore. What kind of cursed place did I rent, for God's sake? I need to get out of here as soon as possible. But Anya said it's a bad idea. What if she's telling the truth and her mom really does kill me even faster if I leave? Can I even trust her? She's just a kid, or a ghost kid. God. What? Like, literally leave? Crippled by indecision. Bro, leave. Okay. Screw all this. I'm out of here. That very second, I grabbed everything I could reach. Something deep down whispered, this was a bad idea. But I didn't listen. Fear flooded over me, clouding my mind. I wanted to get out of that place as fast as possible. Dealing with the paranormal just wasn't something I could handle. I bolted out of the apartment with my suitcase in hand. As expected, the landlord didn't respond to my calls or messages. Bastard. He clearly knew what he was getting tenants into. Another fish in the sea. Is a weird way to address an apartment, but okay. Yeah, I get it. I didn't go to my parents'. I decided to stay at my friend's dorm for now. At least there are people there. No ghosts. I can deal with discomfort if it means sleeping peacefully. I kind of like the art style. It sort of reminds me of 2 YouTube channels I watch for scary stories. Freckles, I'll give you the disclaimer that I gave at the very beginning before you got here, but I just want to let you know the art itself is AI generated, but modified in Photoshop. So it's a disclaimer that was on the game when we got it. So I think the art is actually kind of cool looking too, but it's just gotta kind of float that out there. At least there are people there, no ghosts. I can deal with discomfort if it means sleeping peacefully. 3 days passed and nothing happened to me. Apparently, Anya lied. But why? So I'd stay and try to uncover the mystery of her and her mother? But did anyone ask if I wanted that? Sorry, but paranormal bullshit wasn't included in the rent. What's done is done. I just hope my life returns to normal now. It's surprisingly warm today. If only winter was always like this. What should I do when I get back? Hey kid, turn around. I was about to say. We're not getting out of this. How? Why? I thought I had escaped. That I had been saved. But everything turned out differently. It's funny. Someone, help. Blood flooded my eyes. It was becoming increasingly difficult to breathe. That girl tried to warn. Is this the end? I don't want to die. I don't want to die like this on the cold asphalt. Shit. The end. Not funny. Okay. Well, that was the bad ending. Let's see if we can buzz through things real quick and let's stay. You know, we got 15 minutes left, so we should have plenty of time. It's okay. I used AI on one of my games that caused a breakup of a community, but you know, yeah, it's a finicky thing. Okay. Can I? Let's see. Okay. Oh wow, that's awesome. No, it's skipped all the way. Well, what's okay? Well, we gave salt last time. What if we say not my problem? Let's experience as much as we can in this demo. Sorry, but I don't have any salt myself. I'll have to go buy some at the market. Oh, she's so sad. The woman's expression changed. Clearly, that wasn't the answer she was expecting. But that's her problem. Waking someone up this early and then asking for something? She's lucky I didn't tell her to get lost. And I would have totally been within my rights. What I would have done. Which would not have ended well for me, apparently. If you don't have anything else to say, I'm going back to sleep. Didn't reply. Yeah, she's crazy. Falling back asleep now is going to be tough. It always is for me. Once I'm woken up, it takes forever to drift off again. This is new dialogue. But the sedative should help. Okay, so we can skip this part. Oh, good. I got to scooch through the fast stuff. Let's go wash up. Oh, stop skipping. Hold on. Time out. Okay. So this time we're gonna stay. By the way, the salt thing apparently had no consequence unless we skipped right past it. So we're gonna stay. No, something inside me says if I leave, it'll only get worse. I'll probably get hit by a truck. So what ultimately happened for leaving? 3 days later, we got hit by a truck and died. So thanks, kid. Thanks, Elvati. You killed me. As stupid and illogical as it sounded, I decided to stay. At least for now. I need to figure out what to do next. Anya said I have about 4 days, give or take. That means I have to get everything done within that time. My hands instinctively clutched my head. Damn it, I won't make it. What the hell am I supposed to do? Panic was creeping in fast. What do I do? What do I do? I slapped myself. Okay, calm down. Panic won't help. That means I'll only have evenings to act. During that time, I need to figure out how to calm the angry spirit. This is insane. Treat it like a game, she said. Bitch. It's a little girl. First things first, I should check the apartment more thoroughly, especially the child's room. Maybe there are clues. Or talk to the neighbors. Maybe someone knows something. Either way, it's all up to me. Yeah, and the only reason I pass along the AI art thing is because it's there, but I don't know how much work was done to the art because it's touched up in Photoshop. Here's the thing, like here's my stance on it. Not everybody can afford a fantastic artist to make their vision come true. And that said, not all AI art is amazing. If not having the ability to hire somebody to make the art that you want to make your vision exist, like if you don't have the resources for it, then I mean, it's I get it, but it's just not the world we live in where everybody can if the resources exist to help you realize what you want to make, then I say take advantage of it. I do. But if you're like a giant corporation or a giant company that is trying to put out their best work and their best effort and you're not using it solely as a cost-cutting measure when you have the resources to move forward like appropriately and hire artists, that's sketchy. That I don't approve of. But I think for a game of this scope, their first game, they have a vision, they want to do this. They may not have investors. They may not have, tons of money to throw at an artist to make this stuff for them. The writing is all man-made. The music is all, human created. Like, it's a disclaimer that I'll put out there, but it's not something that I'm casting judgment on or anything myself. Either way, it's all up to me. I better take my backpack just in case. Now, that I will also give the caveat that a lot of the AI art sources, the way that stuff is trained, a lot of that stuff needs to be regulated and fixed because it is essentially, in many cases, stealing other people's work. So, there's room for improvement. I get it, 100%. I better take my backpack just in case. Bad game is bad game. AI won't save or ruin if done right. Yeah. It gives you a shot at creating something. Map generate, map AI can easily be a big help. This won't be a carbon. Oh. I mean, I use AI all the time. I use ChatGPT for a lot of the research that I do just to help point me in directions to find information fast. Like, again, it's not generative AI. It's just helping me search for things that I need quicker, but otherwise, I don't know. I gotta work smarter. I got a family. I got other shit I gotta do. So, go to the child's room. Or wait, what's going on? Oh, so we have an inventory. I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole of that discussion though, just because there is room for, it is a heated topic and there's a lot of room for interpretation and it's good. Five Nights at Freddy's. So this should have been Anya's room. It was like someone rearranged everything. Room looks a bit cramped. All right, time to look around. Why is there a giant padlock? Your house. Like, wonder why this dresser is wrapped in chains. Someone clearly didn't want whatever's inside to fall into the wrong hands. My gut tells me this could be useful. I need to find a way to open it. Okay, now this is strange because why is this stuff here? Typical childish doodles in a notebook. Must have been Anya's drawings. Not exactly talented, but better than I could draw at her age. Sadly, nothing useful here. Pitch darkness outside. I can't see a thing. I tried to open the window, but the handle won't budge. A chill ran through my whole body. It definitely shouldn't be night now. So what the hell? With every second I stayed, things felt more terrifying. I need to keep searching. A bunch of children's books and fairy tales. Anya must have loved to read when she was alive. Welcome back, bird. The only familiar one is The Little Prince. My mom used to read it to me as a kid. That one stood out from the rest like it held a special place, as if it meant something important. Too bad my current situation is nothing like a fairy tale. Okay, I think that's it in here. All the things that highlight red anyway. Thank you for 100 restream messages. Good job, everybody. Shall we inspect the kitchen? Maybe there's something useful in the kitchen. I should check the cabinets. I rummaged through the drawer and found nothing but those same old pills. Only one left, but I think I'll take it with me. I'm kind of waiting for that poster to do something too. Valerian added to the inventory. Well, there you go. We were taking Valerian. Nothing useful here. I doubt the spices Mom packed will help me fight ghosts. There was a small kitchen knife in there. I don't know why I'd need it, but I feel like I should take it just in case. I think you'd have a better shot with the spices than a knife. But I don't know. I haven't fought a lot of ghosts. So what am I talking about? The teapot had cold tea in it. This is the last thing I care about right now. Okay, to the hallway. Oh, outside hallway. Okay. Okay. Gonna talk to the neighbors? No one's answering. I knocked again, but was ignored once more. The door was still shut. Maybe no one's home? No one's answering. Knocked again, but was once okay. Pulled the handle, realized the door was unlocked. This is a bad idea. Kitchen not have nuggies? This is too scary for me. Anyone here? Hello? Neighbors? Anyone home? Clearly not. What a mess in this apartment. I feel like I walked into an abandoned place. Is it even okay for me to enter someone else's home uninvited? No. Don't do that. Nope. Ugh, I don't like this at all. It doesn't look like we can look at anything in here. Coming over uninvited? No, it's not okay. The cupboard was full of junk, dishes, spices, and utensils. I was about to stop rummaging when I spotted a strange jar. It contained blood. I wondered why it was kept here. Jar of blood added to inventory. Oh, thank God. We'll be fine now. There's probably nothing else to do here. Probably right. I don't know how to describe the sheer horror unfolding in my apartment. It's all because of that damned Kovalenko apartment. I have no idea what went on in there. I only ever heard screams, but I thought it wasn't my business. Now that woman haunts me every single day. She's in my dreams and the mirrors everywhere. There's no peace from her. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. The word family keeps flashing in my head. What family? Whose? I hear her. God, it's already too late for me. Family? What could it mean? Nothing to do here, just an empty, broken bathtub. Notes lie on the floor with the message, she's already close. Of pizza? I can't have any more pizza. Need to be healthy again. Creepy. Feel my strength leaving. My eyes close on their own. My body grows heavy. I just slept recently. I need to get to the bedroom fast or I'll collapse. Oh. You just yeeted right out of there. Just sprinting down the hall. I've got to go to sleep. Whoa. Daddy. Daddy's back. Mom? Dad's home. Anya, sweetheart, I missed you and your mom so much. Finally, you're here. Anya missed you all week. Couldn't be helped. Had to travel for work, you know. You know me, honey. Not a fan of business trips. Dad, let's play. Anya, Dad is tired. He needs to rest. Don't look so sad, Sunshine. I promise once I rest, we'll play. Alright, take off your coat and come to the table. I've been cooking all day. Okay, this filter needs to be done. I need to give, this is my feedback for the game. This filter needs to be done. Dad, look, I drew our family. Not bad, Sunshine, but you still need more practice, especially with hands. Okay. Given the discussion about AI, that is legitimate feedback on both fronts. Not bad, yeah, okay. You, meanie, I tried really hard. Don't be mad, sweetheart. I really appreciate that you drew our family. You ever seen an AI-generated thing with, like, hands? It's a mess. I apologize for your epilepsy, everybody. That has you not having symptoms, but you're losing weight. You're already very skinny. Oh. So you're going to have to continue tweaking, it sounds like? Another day, same nightmare. Pitch black outside. I opened my eyes and checked my phone right away. Clock was stuck at 1 p.m. The date hadn't changed either. Not sure this is even surprising anymore. Feel a bit better than I did yesterday, though that's saying little. I'm not sleepy, but my arms ache a little. Alright, time to get up and deal with all this madness. A new wave of fear washed over me. Somehow I already knew who it was. But I had no choice. Only one question remained. Why is she doing all this? I hadn't done anything to her or her daughter. Why knock on the door when she could easily come in herself? Alright, Dennis. Pull yourself together. Shaking like a kitten, I looked through the peephole. There she is. I knew it would be her. 105 at 6'1". Wow. Yeah, I wish that, I don't know. At least you're feeling better, but yeah, you're right. You can't really afford to lose anything else. I stayed silent. I just didn't have the courage to say anything. I know you're looking at me right now. The woman's voice sounded so unnatural it made me tremble even more. Her smile never left her face, not for a second. I can feel you shaking. What do you want from me? Tell me, boy, what is something so sacred and dear to my Anya that she'd never want to lose it? What do I know? Family? Answer. What book do you think my lovely daughter found especially interesting? The Little Prince. Fascinating. Tell me one more thing. What's my Anya's last name? Oh, bud. Gobelenko? Gobelenko, I think. Thanks, Piggy Mac. Appreciate you popping in. I see. Well, see you again, Dennis. You have 3 more days. I swear, the last time I was this nervous answering questions was back in college. What was that? More importantly, why? Oh, you actually got all the answers right. Let's go. Let's go. I think that's a good note to end on since our timer is up. I wonder if that's like the process. You just kind of go through, well, I don't know. It's hard to say. It is a demo, and there's let's go for just a couple more screens here. Turned around toward the voice. You again. Who else were you expecting to see here? Met my mom already. Well done. You learned a lot about me. Props. Okay. Well, yeah. I think that's where we're going to wrap up with our first game of the day. Faint Echo. Especially since an ad starts in a second. Let me actually snooze that for just a second. Again, this game is not out yet. It is coming soon on Steam. There is a demo available. That's what I'm playing now. We obviously didn't finish the demo, so if you'd like to see the demo through to completion, go download it yourself. Check it out. And if it's something that strikes your fancy, maybe leave some feedback. That's what I like I said, I'm gonna maybe try to do some more Steam reviews. I did do 2 from last week. I did do it. Camino Megite? Is that how I'm saying it? Just found you because you streamed Dreamed Away the other day. I hoped you liked it, and the few minutes I caught, this looks interesting too. Yeah, I did. I had a great time. We're actually doing a variety stream right now, so this is one of the games that we're playing today. We got 4 more coming. Yes, I'm actually going to go on a quick BRB while we switch games, and then I'll come back and we can continue our conversation there. But what else was I going to say? That's it, I think, right? Let me just say that's... check it out. Cool. All right. I'm going to be back in just a couple minutes. I am going to run an ad, non-subs, apologies. But I'm going to run a 3-minute ad to get rid of pre-roll stuff for a while I switch things over. When we get back, the next game that we're going to take a look at is Crown Gambit. This could be an interesting one. But yes, I will see you guys in just a second. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Let's grab this real quick. It's over. Boop. Okay. Hey, this time we got a warning that we can read that's not in Russian. Let's scooch over just like this. Actually, let me do my intro first, then we'll do that. But yeah, hold on. Before we do this, real quick. Camino, hi. Yes. Oh, snap. Well, there's another warning we missed. That's fine. Camino, yes, hi, welcome in. I did play Dreamed Away, and I plan on playing it again on Tuesday. So it's my Tuesday-Thursday game, while Silent Hill F is my Monday-Wednesday game, and every Friday we do a variety stream. So that's what we got going on right now. But thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Yes, if you're interested in seeing the playthrough, it is up on my YouTube. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. Well, welcome in. Hello. All right. Let's do our intro for Crown Gambit. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to episode 95 of our variety stream playlist. This is Crown Gambit, developed by Wild Wits, published by PlayDigis. This game released on June 18th of 2025, so a game that came out earlier this year. And we are actually playing the demo version on Steam. This is a narrative tactical game with card combat mechanics, and we play as 3 paladins that are navigating political turmoil through a terrible war. Cool. Dive in. I don't know if there's controller support on this or not. We'll give it a shot. So far, so good. The button worked. Check our settings. Turn VSync. Why would you? It's switch screen. Don't do that. Oh, what I want to do either. Song is a bop. Here we go. Okay, gameplay. We're gonna leave everything as is. I guess it gives us the option for controller, so we'll go controller. I like just holding a controller when I play. That's just how I roll. You did peek at the bot already. You got lost in the same way I did. Oh, you were one of the playtesters for the game. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm having a great time with it. I'm having an awesome time with it. I'm excited to get back to it on Thursday. Okay. You know what? For some reason, every time I click the A button, it's switching my screen. So, we are not going to do mouse controls. Or, controller controls. I don't have a mouse cursor, though. You guys, I don't have a mouse cursor. Can I go... Okay, can I go this way? Mouse. Okay, there's my mouse. Okay, let's get the controller out of there. That's wonky. Okay. Settings have changed. You want to change settings? Yes. I think. Save slot 1. Agreed. Furious. Yes, agreed. I will never ever be a mouse over controller guy. I'll only use mouse if it makes sense for the game I'm playing or if I have no choice. So it recommended novice. You know, we'll do soldier. Soldier. You will be able to change a parameter in the game settings. Okay, except during combat. It's still switching my screen. None of them?
No, everyone. Let me tell
45 minutes starts right now.
The story of the great kingdom of Mildred and of the greatest peril in its history.
I am really excited to see the art in this game.
The sovereign ruler of all gods, Azertor, sent a gift to the mortals. The relics, mighty artifacts of occult powers. But dark is the human heart, for the countries of the realm left only fire and death in the wake of their wars as they fought over the relics. 'Twas so until the day that a woman named Vermessa unveiled the most absolute of all relics. One which could control all others. The crown of Azertor. With the help of the 4 mother houses, Vermessa unified the realm and erected its majestic capital, Mayerzon Castel.
You guys love lore?
And so was founded
Your lore.
the kingdom of Mildred. As for the remaining relics, they were handed out to the Paladin Corps, an order of fighters sworn to the exclusive service of the crown and of the royal family. Long after the kingdom came to be, as it appeared to have found peace and balance in all things, a covert operation would see a party of novice paladins joining forces on a most enigmatic quest. Only 3 they were. Rollo, a simple sailor, came to join the Corps after saving Mildred's beloved princess from the clutches of the Jawsmen, a terrible abomination of the seas. Eliza, the youngest of the Bloodcrest family, preferred the path of the warrior to that which was expected from a noblewoman of her rank. Hale, a servant of the gods, was the sole member chosen among the Order of Ancestrals by a relic, Starshade. All hailing from different walks of life, yet their shared destiny would go far, far beyond their vows. And so at last our story begins.
Okay.
With our 3 paladins charged to escort the king and his last-born son across the lands.
Justin, what's up, buddy? Dark Souls, but it's Grimm's pop-up book. That's fitting. Fitting. I love that I joined the stream in a 15-minute delay. That's weird. That's not how that's supposed to work. Is this one of those Inscription-inspired games? I don't think so. I wouldn't... No, I doubt it. But, since that opening cutscene's done, and before we get into the tutorial, I'll tell you a little bit about this game. Like I said in the opening, this is a narrative tactical game with card combat mechanics. This is the second game developed by a studio called Wild Wits. Their first game was called Atheris back in 2023. And this is a game that was funded on Kickstarter with a goal of 30,000 euros, and it passed the goal just barely. It beat it. It ended up passing it by less than 500 euros. So the game itself was built with kind of the core of it being built around the art direction of the art director, somebody who goes by the name of Gobelin. That was kind of the approach that they took. So from the first game that they released to this game, they made some enhancements and things. They moved away from the other game had a lot of character rigging and animation work and stuff like that. This, they moved to a card combat to try to help shine more of a light on the art direction and let the art director just kind of go nuts. But then they also could save by having to avoid some of the technical restraints of body rigging and animation work and things like that. So we shall see. Other than that, I don't know too much more about it. Yeah, that's kind of all I've got for notes. So the rest of it we'll just experience on our own. You've never played Inscription? I would recommend it, Camino. I would recommend it. That one's really good. These creatures again. I can't stay here much longer. Let's clear a path. On guard. What are these little things? Okay. Okay, we got Poison Dagger, deals 5 damage to an enemy and applies poison no matter where it is on the board. 15 damage and inflicts burning and blinded. Deals 9 damage and applies weaken to an adjacent enemy target. Okay, so this is my guy. I guess let's do this. Okay. Oh, I can use all of my turns? For a tutorial, you're not telling me much. Oh, that's fine though. It seems to be working. Heavenly Light. It feels like the right move. Okay. Well, they seem to have filled up. I have a couple of B-rate late 90s racing games, the new Pokemon game to finish first. 1,200 other games, but that's not relevant. what is the late 90s racing games that you're trying to finish? Not a lot of people out there finishing racing games. I'm curious how that's going to work out for you. Never going to end, is it? You're forcing my hand. Vanish, abominations. Tiny little face maggots. Oh yeah, that's a good spell. We should hang on to that one. $9.99. What? No. Died in the tutorial. Ah. A nightmare? Again? I might have overused my relic in the past few weeks. Ew. Dawn is breaking. I should get ready. I hope one of these games today has some voice acting, or I am going to have a very raw throat. Sir Heil, are you ready? Join us down here. We'll get back on the road shortly. I will be there this instant. Is the outside clear? Oh, I didn't have... Oh, man. I don't know why I know, I don't even like him. I don't know why I'm all broken up about it. Next one does? Perfect. It seems there is no one. The kid wasn't ready to leave yet. We'll wait for them a bit. Rolo, were you not a fisherman before? Do you know anything about our destination? Or Pure? I heard of it, but never been there. They say it's a small fishing village. They get by, I heard. I wonder, what could the royal family have to do there? I'm curious to know too. Why were we chosen to escort them, even though we are novices? I'm as curious as you are, Sir Hyle. We could ask Sir Alphonse when they... Oh. It's been so long since I slept on straw. Neptos. King? King. We shall provide you with better bedding in Pure, my lord. Lower thy voice, paladin. That's Alphonse. By no means shall anyone in this inn know about our mission. Do not concern yourself with my comfort. I shall make do with what we have the coming nights. I will go and fetch the prince. Get ready to leave. Hans, why are those here with us? Your father tasked me with finding reliable and discreet paladins to accompany him to Orpur, your majesty. Our 3 new recruits were exactly the paladins we required for this quest. But you're the strongest of them all. Why would you need them? Worry not, my little prince. We shall protect you. Do not call me little prince. Quiet. Soon I'll celebrate my 8th spring. I'll finally be allowed to bear my own sword, and my father will never need guardians like you anymore. Getting some real Prince Joffrey vibes from that guy. Andretti Racing and VMX Racing are the 2. Politely point out his rude demeanor? Or let the king intervene? I'm going to politely point out his rude demeanor. Wrath is a dangerous emotion to wield for a young prince, especially one fated to uphold a fair and just kingdom. Wait, there's someone. That put him in his place. You, get out of here. I heard nothing, I swear. I won't tell anyone the royal family's there. What did you just say? What? I won't tell anyone about the king's presence in this inn. My apologies, my lord. That commoner could spread the news of our presence here. We cannot risk anything, not on a mission of such importance. I concur. Take him away and do what needs to be done, paladin. The idea is unpleasant, but our quest cannot be undone. So many lives are at stake. Very well, sire. Hey, what are you... Yeah! Now we can go. You killed an innocent. I feel like we should call into question that maybe that wasn't the thing. It said B-raid. Played so many niche games as Gremlin. Hey, listen, I'm all about it. I love getting out there and experiencing, you know, as many random games as I possibly can. You killed an innocent. I did what was necessary, novice. Nothing to cry about. Let us leave. Alright. That's how it's gonna be. Oh, okay. Glorix Forest. Waste any time, find out what's next. Trail. Counter. Continues the journey. Paladins will not be able to talk to this character again. Or we can start a conversation with this character. So this old woman. Got the conversation history. Fuck. That's okay, bird. I'm used to talking. Good day, my lords. Looking an awful lot tired. Indeed, it has been a long day. Why don't you stop and rest a little? Jezebel is old lady of the woods. Got some fresh plonk, and not too foul at that. Are you offering us a drink? Just like this? I'm a generous soul, you see. I'll always share a drink. Don't you want a taste? No, Jezebel's not up to. She's up to no good. No, we really cannot. Or why yes? No, we're not doing that. We are in a hurry. We cannot rest. Unfortunate. Generous souls are rare in times like these. We cannot trust anyone, Paladin. Hang in there, Justin. You're almost done. Forest Edge. Encounter? Okay, let's talk. Feels like we should talk to everybody. I mean, I wonder what the reason would be for not doing that. Whiskey and Guinness later. Okay. Friends, some travelers set up camp on the roadside. I wonder why they are hauling so much. Hael is trying to get us killed. Oh, you've got Saturday off. Perfect, Justin. I mean, let's be discreet. Our mission is confidential, Paladins. Must I remind you? Eliza's right, buddy. All right. So, I shouldn't have talked to them? I guess I don't know. After a short journey, our heroes arrive at Glorix Forest. For Alphonse, you said we were obviously the most qualified for this quest. But there is nothing obvious about choosing the 3 youngest and most inexperienced paladins to escort the king outside the capital. Hard to deceive, aren't you, Lady Bloodcrest? A lady no more, sir, but a paladin. Give me. About your inquiry, you're a very rare sight among the paladin corps. Individuals not marred with court intrigues and political schemes. You must be the only people I can trust to keep our journey a secret. Let's see. Is that right to believe so? We shall honor the trust you put into us. Do you enjoy our travels, my prince? What are these up here? Encyclopedia. Oh, I'm sorry, encyclopedia. Logbook. Guild tree. Inventory. Okay. Yes, thank you, Paladin. I am truly happy to leave the palace and see my father, too. Added no, he only has time for my big brother lately. No, more. Even more than usual. Heir apparent of Meodred, son of King Neptos II and Queen... Oopsies. Okay. Just going through and seeing kind of what... It looks like a pretty fun, detailed encyclopedia. Must be difficult to be the youngest child. I grew in Lartsum Abbey myself, without any sister or brother. Only other acolytes of the Order of Ancestrals. I share your pain, even if I'm usually a stranger to family issues. If you're a concerned paladin, you can call me Hyal. Thank you, Hyal. I'm trying to get us killed. Look there. It seems the brigands have been hanged. Indeed, I shall tell our majesty. The young prince is a bit young to see such a horrid thing. There is a bill stuck next to it. I'll read you what it says. For endangering the lives of a noble envoy of House Amaster and the votary accompanying him, these brigands have been hanged high. Okay, condemn the brigands' boldness, pity the poor thieves. So, this is a narrative, like, card-based game when it comes to the combat and stuff like that, but the narrative, or these decisions, it's got a weird, not weird, a unique approach to the storytelling, because it is reactionary to the decisions that you make. You don't see in a lot of games that are tactical card deck builder type things. So, let's see. Them those bandits attack on the nobility. Be compassionate. Oh, I don't know. Condemn. Regret how things turned out. Death is too harsh a fate for someone hopelessly seeking nourishment. Sometimes during dialogues, the affinities of your paladins toward the three great forces of Mildred will change. Each paladin has different affinities that will sometimes change their reactions when faced with certain situations. Hunger can push people to do things they will regret in their entire life. At least they won't have to live with it now. Indeed. Okay. Hey, you there. Halt, who goes there? Roberto Noaned de Pimpernel. Service. Looks like his helmet might be a little tight around his face. Tons of characters and lore, it's all too much at once. This is okay. This isn't too bad. I mean, it's really just the three main characters and then a couple of the side characters. What is it you want? You are paladins, are you not? How fortunate it must be, for, you see, I would very much like to join the corps, and... Wait! Something is coming. You're assuming his face shape. That's true. That's true. He could have, you know, a very cone-like appendage at the top, and his face, yeah. It's true. Rabid dogs! Save yourselves! Where is this Pimpernel? Nothing but a bunch of small fry. Take care of these curs while I protect His Majesty and the Prince. On guard! Okay. Select one of your paladins by clicking on its card. Once selected, your paladin can perform one of the following actions. A move, a simple attack, or an encouragement. To move your paladin, click on an empty adjacent tile. To attack an adjacent enemy, click on its card. The inflicted damage is equal to the strength of the paladin. Okay, top left. To encourage an adjacent paladin, click on its card and select the encourage option. The ally will receive a +1 strength bonus for 1 turn. Each of these actions consumes an action point of the selected paladin. You can check the amount of action points for a character on the top right corner of its card. Okay. So, let's... I mean... Well, let's attack. Get 18. So let's see. So if I do, I should have 3 attacks that I can do, right? 12. Oh, he only had he only had 2. Ah, I thought he had 3. Okay, all right. I wasn't looking. There's a lot to look at. Actually, not really. It's just first time looking at it. Let's do then attack. I only did 3. Let's move you there. Slide you over. 1 attack there. Oh. Whoa, puppers. And we're bleeding. Oh, and they're immobilized, which means I can't even use high... I guess I can use high L to encourage. Oh. Okay, we didn't have cards during the first turn. Okay. Every paladin has a unique deck of skill cards. These skill cards enable them to perform more powerful and varied actions than the basic ones. Each skill can have 1 or 2 of the modifiers free and reserve. Each round, your paladin draw a number of skill cards equal to their draw stat. Value shown by hovering the draw button in the bottom. And now. Play skill card. Select it by clicking on it first. Click on a valid target for the skill. Except for free cards, this action consumes Skill cards without the reserve modifier remaining in a paladin's hand. Discarded. Okay. Deck is empty. The discarded cards are shuffled and returned to the deck. Okay, so Eliza draws 3, Rolo draws 3, Kyle draws. Targets an adjacent character and inflicts bleed. That's for who? This is for Eliza. This is for Rolo. This is for Hyel. You could put a name on there, maybe? That wouldn't be. So free doesn't cost anything to use, right? Yeah, I still have my. Okay. Bad. So that okay. So then reserve. But okay, but these will go away. They cost 1. It's 9 damage to an adjacent enemy. Target has bleed, inflicts. I guess you're right. The colors are there. Okay. This is okay. So okay, I got it. Let's do this. Let's go chain. Now, because this is free, so if I do whip, this is free, I should be able to switch. No? Can I not? Oh, hold on. Oh, immobilized. Okay, that would have worked, but I'm immobilized. Okay. Blast it all. Well, we can do this. We can go weak spot, cha, and then attack. Another one down. Keep your focus, sir. We are not done yet. We must ensure none of them endanger the king nor the prince. It's kind of cool. I kind of like this. And then swap positions, which won't work because everybody's immobilized. Poison dagger can hit anybody. So we can get rid of this guy. Phew. And then I think that's it. Right? Yeah. And I can't swap. Oh, can I swap? It didn't work. Oh, it did work. Okay, so weird that I couldn't use it. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And then bonk. Do I still have? No. Good. I think we're done now. Okay, technically free, but I can't use that. Okay. Oh, don't die. He healed himself. I don't usually play many card games, but it seems like an interesting twist on card battles. Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of cool. Okay, we gotta try to heal. Okay, restores 6 HP to the target. Let's do that. Removes all effects suffered by the targeted ally, both positive and negative. Get rid of her bleeding. Each adjacent character suffers blinded. So does that hit them as well then? Let's okay. Rolo's no longer immobilized. So what I'll do, I'll just attack. We'll do this. Oh, actually, we'll be fine. Hold on. We don't need to do too much. Oh, wait. Darn. Now I'm stuck. Oh, no. The bleeding should kill, I think. Gain untouchable? Air nair! Okay, well. Okay, move. Hold on. Oh, we can do this. Fall back. There we go. Okay. And then you move there. And. Acha! That's kind of nice. That's cool. Okay. I can dig that. That's kind of fun. It makes sense. Oh, okay. So then increase a paladin's max health by 3. That just must be for... Fully repairs a paladin's armor. Is that what... Okay. Ooh! Boy, we kind of got our butts kicked in that fight. Actually, how did Eliza get all her health back? Is this armor? It is armor. Gives each paladin dodge to an empty tile and cancels the next attack that... I think we should repair our shield. Like health restores? Well, not fully though. Must maybe a fraction? Because she was at 30 of 33 and I healed her to maybe 13. Maybe they get 20 hit points back after? I wonder if you could probably maybe you could alter that. Holio's door. They never saw it coming, filthy mutts. And there goes the last one. Scold Goberto for his inaction during the fight. Grateful for let's scold him. No glory ever came from putting down wounded animals after avoiding combat. Avoiding combat? But you jest. I slayed 2 of the foul beasts as you had your back turned, milady. Paladin. Sir Goberto, we must make haste. We must risk our covert journey. We cannot risk our covert journey by letting you spread any news around. We gonna execute him? Didn't you say you played Pacific Drive? I did play Pacific Drive. I did not care for it. You can swear an oath of silence. We could bring him with us. Oh, man. So we execute, have him swear an oath of silence, which I don't... That's not a path I'm going to take. Or we could bring him with us. He seems like a coward. But we'll bring him with us. Maybe we could bring him along? Rolo, I will not babysit such a dim-witted individual all the way to Orpure. Wow, Eliza is... She's wow. That was added to Game Pass. I'm on the fence about it. If it's on Game Pass, I would say give it a shot. The reason I didn't care for it is that whenever there's a game that this is a stupid thing. It maybe not. I don't like having free controls of like grabbing things, if that makes sense. It's when there's a ton of stuff, if like having to highlight with like a mouse cursor to grab something and move it or pick it up and stuff like that. I don't like how that feels in any game ever. Like if it's something where I can like highlight it and pick it up and go, and that's fine. I'm not explaining this well. There's just something that feels really cheap about the interactions of games like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is specifically, but I would say give it a shot because there are a lot of people that liked it. For me, it just didn't feel good. I will not babysit such a dim-witted individual all the way to Orpure. That would Also inform him of the reason of our presence here. There's no way we can bring him with us. Okay, I think we're gonna have to execute this dude. I think so. It reminds me of a survival game. Basically any survival game ever, where it just, the controls, grabbing items and stuff, it's just, it doesn't feel good. I know that doesn't bother a lot of people, but it drives me nuts. It is only our duty to execute you for the sake of the royal family. What do you mean? Wow. We are murderers. The poor man deserved a better fate. There's no time to bury him, so there might be enough time for a funeral hymn, Sir Hyle. Recite a hymn to the Anzu to rest his soul, or recite a hymn to Kempoes to honor his sacrifice. I wish I could understand. I know. I wish I could say it better. I know what you're talking about. I feel like stuff like that works better with playing with. Yeah, I don't like that experience though either. But it bothers me even more when it feels like mouse and keyboard would work better, but I'm using a controller, you know. But I don't want to play mouse and keyboard. It's a weird complaint to have. I respect that. I understand that 100%. I know it's a not even a fair criticism. Kempo has the Divine Guardian of Balance. May this sacrifice be the ray of dawn, for one life goes out and 1,000 are saved. Kempo has his balance. Many thanks, Sir Hyle. Get back on the road. Let us not tarry around here. We need to move. But so much of games comes down to how it feels, right? And everybody has different feelings on when they play things, how what feels good and what doesn't feel good. To me, that stuff specifically feels bad enough to really not let me get into it. Halt, let us stray from the path to set up camp. It will be safer. The king and his son are sleeping on the bedding. The night shall be calm. How quaint it is to finally lie down. The road is never ending and the air stifling. Sir Alphonse, I noticed while we were fighting. Why don't you use your relic? I prefer not to use it. My blades are quite enough to protect His Majesty. Do give it a shot, yes. Yeah, again, a lot of people did enjoy it. It's an interesting concept for a game. I see. Now is the time for questions, novices. We will not have such luxury tomorrow, as we must quickly depart. Sir Alphonse, how did you become the Princess Protector? You know our respective mentors well, Sir Alphonse. Why is the Prince accompanying us? You know what? I'm curious about that. Enough blabber, paladins. You all need to sleep. We have a lot of distance to cover tomorrow. We shall arrive in the village of Orpure by dusk. We will need to tread carefully there. The trees will not be able to cover us anymore. I will take the first watch, sir. Guess we'll never find out why the prince is with us. Chapter completed. Do y'all level up? Oh no, okay, yes, they leveled up. Okay. New skill unlocked. Okay. Rolo and the target ally gain +2 draw for next round. Rolo deals 6 damage to a target 2 tiles away and pulls it 1 tile closer. That'd be kind of nice. My take is that every game deserves at least a shot, even if you think you'll hate it because everyone is different. I'm actually the person who plays something because it's getting a lot of hate. I like that. I like that mindset a lot. Recover 6 armor? That sounds pretty good. But this sounds good too. Let's do this one. There are games that I absolutely know that are just not for me, and I get that. But one of the reasons that I do this stream here is to force myself to try things that I can't reasonably find time to play. Like, I don't want to make time on my main stream for it, but I do want to give them a shot. And I've been really surprised by a lot of games that have come up on this list. Immediately grants 1 action point to an ally. Eliza deals 3 damage in front of her, then moves back 1 tile. Applies 6 drain to the adjacent enemy. All allies gain +1 draw for the next round. Tile deals 5 damage to an adjacent target and places burned on the targeted. Well, that might be kind of nice. Gains 9 armor. Let's do that. Thinking of doing a YouTube channel with the premise of getting out of my comfort zone? Do it. I like it. That's one of the things that I love about the variety stream specifically. It forces me to try new things. And look into new things, not just play it, but like try to understand the reason why things exist and you know the developer legacy and games that came before it and stuff like that. I used to have a podcast that covered all of this stuff, so it's my way of replacing procedurally generated. Hey, what's up, Core? Like the bandana day? It is my my chameleon dinosaur. Small grimy fishing village of Orpure is only famous for its cake. What could King Neptos possibly have to do here? This way. Big Reptar vibes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's too bad I don't have a green background to blend in with. On your feet, Paladins. We have a lot of distance to cover to get to Orpure. How have you been, Core? Things going well? Waking up already? I couldn't sleep. I think I heard some wolves. Get up, son. The fate of the realm shall not wait. Check out Blur and El Shaddai. Definitely love Blur. Almost threw El Shaddai into the shredder. Okay, perfect. Hey, they don't always work out, you know. Okay, Stone Arch or Uprooted Tree? Let's check out the Stone Arch. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Core. Sending my best wishes your way, for sure. That's not a fun thing to do. Do a dev series where I play their games and see their progress. That's cool. That's a cool idea too, Freckles. I like that. Encounter. Talk. Look, a group of Bikus. Biku what? That doesn't make sense. Sir Rolo, have you truly never met any Bikus? They are nomadic members of the Order of Ancestrals. We should go and greet them. We're in a hurry, Hayel. We must keep our journey secret. Hayel is just not getting it. He's just not really not vibing with our cause here. Tradition compels us to give them supplies in exchange for their prayers. Our fair Kempohez would like this gesture, especially after taking so many lives in the last few days. Greet a Biku? Forget about the traditions, at least today. Forget about the tradition. No time to honor every custom. We must go. Respecting the Bikus is sacred duty, Sir Rolo. Well, now Eliza's gone flip mode on me. She's the one who's like, let's murder everybody. They can't notice anything. We got a duty to protect, and now this is... What are we doing? As is the King's will, Paladin. Let us continue. Subject is closed, then. Let's continue the journey. Oh, we did it. Okay. Yay, new tattoos! Counter? Talk? Sorry to sing it, yeah, and that's, you know, and what Kate just followed up with, too. Hopefully it's the right move, and it's just, like, ripping off a, you know, a super painful Band-Aid, and everything's good. No, and growth and healing can take over. Queen Vermessa, may your light guide us forevermore. Kyle, I heard this prayer many times, and something happened. What was that? That was close. We should check it. Nothing. There are signs of a struggle, however. We're too late. Indeed, I hope nothing too bad happened. Let us get moving. Orpure Village. After a short journey, our heroes arrive to Orpure. I do like the aesthetic of this game a lot. I think the kind of the minimalist backgrounds and stuff. I get it, because they did say specifically that the game was built around the visual, like the art direction. And that feels like the right move. Here it is, the fishing village. The alderman's house must be close. I can see a large one further on. This must be it. Let us get moving. It is starting to rain. I do not wish to get us soaked. Alderman's house. Oh, yes, yes. What's it you need? Alderman, you know who we escort and why we do so. Open up. Oh, yes, yes, of course. Come in. I just added wood to the fire. Must be drenched with all that rain. You have my gratitude for your warm welcome. Oh, your majesty, can it be? What's going on with his face? The king, his majesty, the king is in my house. Our time is limited. The sooner we can get this matter behind us, the better. Oh, yes, come. What you need is in mine back room. Paladins wait here. It shall not take long. My lord, I cannot let you. That is an order, Paladin. I must insist. This is for... Sir, must I remind you of your role, your oath, to you of all paladins? No, my lord. Good. Your majesty, follow me. Let's go fireplace? I kind of want to see how this ends up. So we'll hang out here for a little bit longer. Sir, I still cannot understand why the prince is accompanying us. I must admit, me neither. Majesty has been keeping his youngest son close to him for the last few days. Where is he? Did he go back there with him? This is not like him. He usually lets his brother, the great prince, carve, spoil, and cater to him. Must be tough having to raise his child. It is much more tiresome than mentoring paladins, if that's your question. I can only imagine, especially since he's not your son. I had a son. How did he die? Guy has no tact. Paladin! Oh, forgive me. I do not know what must be said in that situation. That's not it. Guess we exit? We should take a look outside to secure the house. I concur, Rollo. There is something truly odd about this hamlet. It is strange for the streets to be so devoid of people even when the hour is dark. It would be unwise to stray from the King Paladins. I do share your concern. You need to stay here. This might be the one time Heil is right. Sir Alphonse is right. Might be better for us to stay close to the king. Okay, so we can't... Okay, so back to the fireplace. Sir, you seem lost in your thoughts. Oh, child. I wish you could find the love he needs with his father and mother. Such a young child needs more care from his parents. They don't realize how lucky they are. You seem to care a lot about the prince, sir. Lucky to have you. Thank you, novice. Your words are truly... Arg? What was that? By the way, we are going a little bit longer because I did get distracted a couple times when we were talking, so I want to give this game a good look. King. Kiltor. I should not have left him alone. The back room door, it's locked. So Rollo, break the door down. Let me. Careful. Let's... No! Being dead. Now he is. Iruz. Holies. Paladins, no time to lose. Catch the assassin. She got away through the window. Take care of the king and the prince. Hail Eliza through here. Camino, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lanterns, take care of them. Careful, paladins. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this encounter. Or will we? Okay. Oh, okay. So the board changes. Before starting a battle, you can swap the positions of your paladins. Click on the first paladin and click the paladin you wish to swap with. You can open your inventory to view your paladin skill cards. Change paladins by clicking their portraits at the bottom of the screen. In the inventory, you can check out the active and passive skills of your paladins. You can modify the composition of your paladin's decks by excluding certain skill cards. Paladins are in position. Click on the start button to launch the battle. Okay. I'm glad we launched into this because I thought all combat was going to be 3x3, but it looks like we've got a 5x3 set up here now. Oh, and we're surrounded. It's a pincer attack. But since it's just another combat encounter and we went through the combat and our time is up, I think that's a pretty good look at Crown Gambit. This game's cool. This game is neat. I do dig it. It's if you're into the slow tactical combat and you don't mind the card system, the card setup, it seems like there's some good depth there. This game is $17.99 right now on Steam, and does currently sit at very positive on Steam for reviews. So, yeah, if it's up your alley, by all means, go check it out. Cool. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a minute, eat my protein bar because I'm suddenly starving. But while I'm away, I'm gonna run an ad, get rid of some of the pre-roll stuff again, and then we'll be back for our third game, For the King 2. I've played the first one. I've never played the second one, much like you, Freckles. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. It took a little longer than I wanted to because I got up, I forgot to get the Xbox, and I forgot to hit the ad button, and I still wanted to run it because we had another ad starting, so I just ran 1.5 minutes instead of 3. And I pounded my protein bar. All right, let's get into For the King 2. Iron Oak. Irenoak. Got a fair amount of stuff to talk about with this game, so we will do so as we
In the golden years of
proceed
Ferul's
through.
history, King Bronna's peaceful rule brought prosperity to Ferul.
Maybe spoilers for the King 1.
As his
I don't
majesty's
know.
reign neared its end, a dark cloud loomed. Vexor, the king's most trusted sorcerer, turned towards chaos and violence, casting a shadow upon our land. After murdering the king in his sleep and razing the capital, Vexor fled to Heraziel, seeking to summon Omus, the god of chaos. In that dire moment, Queen Rosamund emerged, inspiring the kingdom. 3 unlikely heroes confronted Vexor and sacrificed themselves to destroy the portal. After their heroic sacrifice, a new decade of peace and prosperity dawned upon Ferul under Queen Rosamund's wise rule. For many years, the land flourished in tranquility once again. However, over time, Queen Rosamund has become increasingly paranoid, and now seeks to fund a mysterious project by taxing her citizens and enslaving those who cannot afford to pay. The Mad Queen's intentions are unknown, but rumors from afar speak of altered landscapes, mysterious machines, and monsters not seen since the Chaos Wars. Gathering in the shadows, courageous hearts have forged an underground resistance, bravely opposing the Queen's regime. Overpowered by the might of the Queen's Guard, many have fallen, and with that, Ferul's last glimmer of hope is fading swiftly. Who will stop Queen Rosamund?
I will. Well, I won't. I'll try for 45 minutes and then see where we go from there. Right. Adventuring in the land of Ferul proves fatal for many would-be heroes when you are defeated. And you will be defeated, despair not. If you gain not victory, you'll be richer in wisdom, and your next time will be better, perhaps. Okay. Alright, so they're basically setting the bar, saying, hey, this is a roguelike, you're gonna die a lot. So, that's fair. We'll leave the screen as is. Hi, YouTube. Welcome to episode 96 of our Variety Stream playlist. This is For the King 2. Developed by Iron Oak Games, published by Curve Games, formerly Curve Digital. This game released on November 2nd, 2023 on Windows and December 12th, 2024 on PS5 and Xbox. This game is available via Game Pass, which is how I am playing it currently. This is a tactical role-playing game with roguelite elements, that allows for single-player or up to 4-player co-op and is expected to offer about a 30-hour campaign. So we'll talk a little bit more about the studio and all that stuff here in a little bit, but let's get into it here first. Check our settings. This is all fine. This is all fine. I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit. That actually seemed kind of quiet during the intro. Accessibility. Secrets mode. Big head or confetti blood? No. Media lore store. What the hell's a lore store? Welcome to the lore store. Spend your hard-earned lore on items available in the store. Once the item is unlocked, it will be available during party management or loadout sections. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. Items will be locked. Nothing to fear. Exploring the lands of Faerû will provide you with new and exciting bounties. Eventually, okay. Neat. So loadouts, traits, characters, locations, cosmetics, location. Cool. Okay, well, let's start the campaign. Sound good? Welcome to Faerû. From this map, you'll be able to select the available adventure for your party to embark on. What's this? A locked adventure? Don't worry about that. We need your help. We need your help in the lands of Faerû. Oh, our carnival. Okay, so it looks like there's multiple. Wait, hold on. Age of Rebellion. Age of Omus. Okay. Alright, looks like maybe there's multiple campaigns then. The Resistance. Each adventure comes with its own challenges and rewards. These are optional, but will surely test your limits. Find the stranger, free the alchemist from the prison cart, start the revolution, kill 25 Queen's Guard, rush the clock, complete the adventure in 50 rounds or less. 50 rounds? What is this, Mario Party? Change the difficulty preset to make your adventure easier or harder, or customize your difficulty to match your playstyle. Be aware, this may affect your lore payout at the end of the adventure. Oh, so the lore is currency. Through and through. Apprentice, journeyman, or master. Apprentice is fine, thank you. We'll leave the difficulty as is. Oh, and there is a DLC available for this, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But okay. You ready? You ready? You ready? Select adventure. Welcome to Party Management. Here you'll set up your ideal party, set a loadout, and prepare to adventure. Alright. Blacksmith. Busker. Herbalist. Hunter. Minstrel. Scholar. Stable hand. That sounds right. Stable hand it is. Lowest on the totem pole. Customize? We won't do this for long. I just want to see what the game has to offer here. Skills are passive abilities that are unique to each character that will prove vital on your adventure. Hard work. They're your character's stats. Stats will be used for movement, combat, and will be determined the effectiveness of your rolls needed throughout the journey. For added flair, you can customize your character to your liking. Feeling lucky, give the dice a whirl and randomize your look. Randomize sounds good. Oh, customize my class too. Okay, we're gonna randomize until we get a what you name it? Stable hand. What was it? Stable mate? Coming. Stable hand. There we go. Perfect. coolest hat in the game. Ready. Parties with less than 4 characters will make the adventure more difficult to complete. Are you sure you want to continue? Yeah. I don't have a lot of choice. Royal or Master of Tutorial. Okay, time to load up and load out. Each character will be able to spend loadout points, starting items that will prove invaluable on the journey. Yes? Yes to all of this. I have... Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't use it all. How do I... How do I... Oh, I have 5 to spend. Okay, I see it. Okay, this is everything. So then weapons, we have a 6-foot pole. General overview of this item is available at the bottom of the card. Keep an eye out for rarity. You may see new items from time to time. Oh, I'm choosing my... Okay. These are all the things I have to choose from. I only have 5 points to spend? Oh, buddies. Okay. Let's see. Lockpicks. They seem important. Seems like I'm gonna need to pick stuff up. And maybe some gold? No method of healing probably feels like a bad move, but that's fine. I have characters with unused loadout points? How do you figure? How do I make them... I'm not sure I understand. They're not used? I think you're wrong. I think they're used. I don't know how else to interpret it. We're gonna continue. Two decades ago, following King Bronner's demise, Queen Rosamund emerged as a symbol of hope, uniting the realms and inspiring a triumphant uprising against the forces of chaos commanded by the sorcerer Vexor. Their victory brought peace to Faerûl. And then there's more story. Let's get into it. Aye, we haven't seen many adventurers in these parts for a spell. Hard to believe it's been 20 years since the Chaos Wars, ain't it? Why, I almost missed that little scoundrel Vexor. He was a right delight next to what we're dealing with these days, heavens me. It'd take a wee bit of thunder and lightning anytime over this, yes I would. Whispers, in case you haven't heard, all is not well in Faerûl. The good Queen Rosamund has lost her bleeding mind. Now us simple folk live in terror. What has happened to our once lovely queen? Look, if you're wanting to help, meet me in Pran, and I'll tell you all I know. Won't take long, I wager. Go to Pran in the Autumn Forest. Keep your peepers on the timer up above. If it runs out, we're done for. Welcome to the lands of Faerûl. Keep a watchful eye on the timeline. The timeline shows the current round, rising chaos, special events, and the passage from day to night. Watch out for impending chaos. You can see upcoming events related to chaos in the timeline. Hover over the chaos icons in the timeline to see more details. There are different types of chaos, each with different effects. These hearts represent your life pool. When these containers are empty, each party member has 1 life remaining. After that, it is over for you and your friends. This is the quest log. It keeps track of story objectives or additional objectives you may receive. Select current quest, see details, and where to go. Okay. Characters, portraits, HUDs contain important information. Health, armor, da-da-da. Okay. Good. Good. Alright. So... I guess... we go someplace. Go kill a spooter? These red hexes represent the enemy's combat range. This highlighted area will pull in any enemies or allies in the area. Plan your battle wisely. Enemies can be encountered roaming the lands of Farul, but they can ambush you as well. Keep your weapons ready at all times. Allies and enemies involved will be displayed above combat encounter actions. Keep up against. Be able to fight, ambush, or sneak through a combat encounter unless you're being ambushed. Using focus when ambushing or sneaking might be the key to success in danger. Okay. So I have a 69% chance of succeeding if I sneak. 28% chance of failure. Oh. Let's try ambushing. Huzzah! I did it. Traveling to a new area. Oh, it's just a little space. I mean, it's huge, but it's littler than I thought it would be. This is the combat action menu. On the right, all of the available actions for this turn are listed. Left describes the current action targets, the range of damage, the chance of success. Reward points. Woo, 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 woo. The diamond represents primary actions, like attack. When these are used up, the turn is over. The square represents secondary actions. The support actions like heal and move. Spending these wisely would victory or failure. Diamond represents primary. Square secondary. The combat timeline displays the order of initiative for current and upcoming rounds. The leftmost icon is first to act. Armor is used to block physical. Resistance is used to block magical attack. My resistance is 0, my armor is 1. Melee, non-ranged attacks, can only be done from the front row. Make sure to keep your adventurers with swords and hammers alike at the front and ready. What's a spear? The spear long range or short range? Focus can be used by selecting X when using the ability. If all else fails and you're unable to do anything, you may need to skip a turn or flee. Do not be afraid to fight another day. Health, armor, resistance, and statuses can be seen in the selected enemy head. Okay. So do I not have a weapon equipped? Oh wait, no, my 6-foot pole is equipped. It's 0 to 10? Items that can be used in combat are displayed in your tool belt. These are secondary action item points in battle. So, okay. Interrupt. Weird. Okay, some attacks may move characters and provide you with a tactical advantage. Don't sleep on this, or you may find yourself in a pit of fire and despair. Yes. The best adventures are the nimble adventures. Keep a light footing and move to the best position for your strategy. Moving will use a secondary action to allow you to move one tile. Alright. Wait, so I have another attack? That didn't use an ability? It says I still have one. Smoked him. Got some gold. Let's go there. Is that wolf gonna attack me? Now that you've done all you can do this turn, you're ready to end your turn using B. Okay. What is happening there? It happens so fast I can't even make out what's going on. Your adventure will save automatically at the end of each turn and after each dungeon. You can also save manually. Okay. Let's go. Praise the sleeping gods. There you are. All this sneaking around is tough on me heart. Your orders of Queen Rosamund, the Queen's Guard, have been arrested any who run afoul of her. Most aren't seen again. The young lass by the name of Griselle has been captured and is being held at the guardhouse. Well, why wouldn't you have said that when I was already up there? She's a good girl, has become something of a hero to the resistance. The poor thing is scheduled for execution. If we're to stand a chance at stopping this tyranny, we must free her. We need to raid the guardhouse. Best bet is to cause a ruckus in town, forcing the Queen's Guard to react. They'll be running around and leave the guardhouse guarded. An old-fashioned brawl at a local tavern always gets the guards' attention. Almost knows I've seen my share of those. Cause a commotion at the tavern in the autumn fort. Oh, and I happen to know the guards are expecting a supply ship at Tinderton Pier today. They'd sure be mad to see that ship in flames. Alright, okay. Welcome to your first town. Town markets offer a wide variety of goods and services to better prepare you for the adventure ahead. You'll be able to purchase items and sell items here. In need of healing, town service have you covered. Town offers a variety of side quests that provide loot or other benefit. Each town will allow your party to take one quest. Some extra help, you can hire mercenaries at every town. For a small fee, they will fight alongside you for the quest board. Each side quest will have an associated reward. Keep an eye on the task. It can have a deadline. A rare item. Keep this close to you as you don't come across these items often. That's fine. For delivery, huh? Okay. Oh, kind of far. Official looking letter stamped with a wax seal. Deliver sealed letter to Stone Hero in the Autumn Forest. Got it. Right. Is there anything else that I can do in town? Oh yeah, okay. So market. How many do I have? 13. Kibble? Do I get a dog in this game? Can I get a dog? We're not gonna worry about it right now. Okay. So I guess let's go do that side quest first, huh? Okay, that's what's happening. At the beginning of each turn, your character will skill roll for their movement distance. Pay attention to where you're walking, as some biomes will provide faster or slower movement. Okay, so I got 5 turns now. Last time I had 4 because one of those came up as X. The number above your character signifies how far you can move on the current turn. Oh, okay. I guess that's not the... I was looking at the 5 above me. Also convert focus to move using... I do have 5. Is that where I started? That's where I started, right? Ash Haven. I'm gonna have to get through that guy. scoundrel. So 28% chance of getting all 4. I mean, if I fail, do I just fight anyway? Find out. Failed. Oh, I get ambushed if I fail. That doesn't seem to fit logic. With? So you want to explain what that does? What did you do? Okay. Corrupt. Is this one? So oh, it wasn't an ability that he did. It was whatever he did missed, I think. Let's get a perfect. Let's get a 10. Huh? Big 10. Nope. Okay, explain what those icons mean. I don't know what the icons mean that you're... I thought, was he going to use an item? I'm not sure. Careful, your party member has sustained significant damage and will need to be treated quickly. I will, thank you. There's been a lot of reading. Certain abilities and items will provide you and your party with much needed healing. At 14. More points! Feeling tactical? Information displayed during combat can be customized. Switching HUD modes. The settings menu will toggle invisibility of amenities. Okay. Can I reach him? Okay. One down. Okay, we're still at I think we can finish this guy off. If I finish him, I mean, I think we can get him before he gets us. Never mind. That's not good. How do... Tool belt. There it is. Punish 15 HP. And interrupt. Nine? Why is he hitting so hard? Beautiful. There we go. Not bad. Currency of Hyrule. More gold. Lock picks. Treasure open. Looks like way more than 6 gold. Samurai's katana. Ooh. Slash, cleave, armor slash. That feels like a pretty... Oh, shin guards. Equip. A magic book. Book of fire. I'm probably gonna equip the sword, but that sounds good. New hat? Good heavens. I bet they... Oh, my jester hat is gone now. Hold on. Let's go... How do I go to my... Nope, not that. Trying to figure out how I go. Can I go to a menu or anything? Doesn't look like it. Maybe... I guess... I don't know. I guess I don't know how equipping works. That thing. A shaman healer. What's this? Buy pets and pet accessories? Yes. Markets? Kibble. Okay, pet shop. I need 5 more gold. I could get a friendly crab, a wild spider, a friendly bat, snake. I would get the crab in a heartbeat. Everything else is kind of creepy. Oh man. One of your party members is low on health. Looks like you need a quick pick-me-up. Find the nearest inn or use a god's beer to get back in the fight. Yeah. About that. Now, if I do this, he's gonna fight me. So I'm gonna have to... What am I gonna have to do here? What is in my... oh, inventory. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Tinder pouch. Used to create a safe camp. I should do that, right? And there. Okay, I can equip my katana. And I can't use that, though. Is that because I'm... Go here. Non-subs, you guys have an ad starting in 1 minute. Safe camps last for 8 turns. Oh, man. Oh, I'm gonna try to sneak. Let's go. Whoa. Lightning whip. Now I don't even need this weapon because it's not as good as the katana. But that said, I'll take it regardless. Stand before a weathered monument of a once great warrior of Farul. Hero of Farul. Stone heroes replenish a character's focus and grant XP, but may only be tributed to once. In memory of brave heroes who risk their lives, Stable Hand has gained full focus, 12 XP. Right back by you though. This is an interesting game. I'm trying to think back. I've played a little bit of. Why is everything red? This feels like a bad place. I've played a little bit of the original For the King. This does feel like a much more grand affair. Is everything not red and it's just like sunset? Maybe it's just sunset or like dusk. Oh, it is. Okay. Up there. Oh wait, no, I need to go here. Shoot. Can I go back? Go back? Darn. Young witch. Abandoned church. Are these places just popping up as we go? I wasn't there on the way over here, was there? Or was it? Is this the tavern? Tavern. Show those lazy sods no mercy. Jeremy and his friends haven't paid their tabs in a year. Rumble. Hey you, your face looks like a beast man's arse. Good one, right boys? Wench, another ale. Oh lord, please hurt him badly. Oh, Jeremy has 45 hit points. Swipe attacks are useful for hitting a target and one additional target on each side. You'll get a 50% damage on all additional targets. Yeah, okay, we got other abilities here now. So, and then armor slash. Good on ya. Oh, I parried. Players received a status. All kinds of things. Your party status can be seen here. What is my status? Bleeding. I'm bleeding. Good. Panax can be used to rid yourself of nasty statuses, but it won't help much for curses. Now that I think of it, there's a herb that might help with that. Alright, so... I mean, we don't really have an option. We don't have any items to use. That guy's dead. Block. Oh, man! It hits for 5? Oh, boy. I guess let's slash. No, that's bad. Swift. Okay, I just need to do more damage than the bleed. Apparently, he hasn't actually done any damage to me. I don't think. Oh, my bleeding's gone. Okay, good. Big parry. Players may have a passive ability trigger at the start of their turn. Bonus, these perks will come in handy at the right time. Okay. Do I have that? Point that out to me. I don't know what that... Okay. Alright. We're fine. Awesome. Watch out, this weapon is breakable. It may not have the best build quality, but looks like it can pack a punch. 0 to 11. Broken bottle. Stool. Another weapon. A portal scroll. Looks like you found your first portal scroll. Portal scrolls and teleport scrolls are a great way to get your party around Faerûl. Teleport scrolls will teleport a single party member, while portal scrolls are quite a bit more powerful. Open a portal that the entire party can travel through. I feel like I blew it by not getting a whole party. Gold purse. 100 gold. Jeremy's sword. Junk. Sell that. I want to kind of compare to what I have. I don't think we have. I don't know. I'll have to look at my inventory. Oh my, that felt good. I see you found his pouch of gold. Don't mind if I take some of it to pay off his tab. Aw, she took almost all of it. Pleasure doing business with you. Not much of a reward. Okay, let's take a look. Armor. Oh, we don't have anything. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Let's end our turn. Now, we don't have much time. Well, that's not good. It looks like we're one step closer to our impending